What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we got a cool exhibit for you today. A viewer wanted to know if I had the entire 1996 G.I. Joe limited edition run of the G.I. Joe Hall of Fame figures. So, yes, to our knowledge, we do. We did some research and some searching, and I believe we have all of these guys here on stage right now that were made in this fashion with the wooden box style, fifth panel. So we just wanted to do an exhibit tour with you guys to kind of show you some of these guys. Some of these guys have been reviewed, and some of these guys just haven't. You know, they've been in storage, they've been in the archives. So you haven't got a chance to see all these guys. No one's got a chance to see all these guys on stage together, which is kind of cool. So once again, it's our viewers that's asking and wanting to see all of these guys together. And this is another fun chance for us to do an exhibit and put these guys, you know, on stage and show them all at the same time in exhibit form, which is really cool. Here's our G.I. Joe Navy Admiral from 1996. And all these guys came with the commemorative foil limited number. See, there's ours. Individually numbered for collectability. And all these guys were very, very collectible and still are. They all these guys have held their collectability quite nicely. Let's open this guy up. Here's our Navy Admiral. With the help of a lot of collectors around the country and Cotswold Collectibles and me running around to stores back in 1996, you know, that we were able to compile this collection. See, he's got his gun holster there, binoculars, life vest, canteen, beautiful jacket there. There's the dog tags. There's that iconic head sculpt. Got his hat on. Get your blown out look at him. Here's the inside of the box area. Pretty cool. Here's our home for the holidays soldier. You guys saw this one. I'll show them to you again though. Beautiful, beautiful uniform, hat, duffel bag full of goodies and toys. Present underneath. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Museum. We're doing another really cool G.I. Joe exhibit tour of our 1996 limited edition G.I. Joes. Some close up here. Really cool. Here's our Airborne military police. I picked this up from KB Toys back in 1996. As you can see, this is what I paid for it. $27.99. Here he is, still strapped in after all of this time. Still one of my favorite ones. Still one of my favorite ones. He's got a machine gun on the side there. Nightstick there. Canteen, there's his MP patch. MP helmet. There's the dreaded rubber bands, which served absolutely no purpose, if you ask me. His helmet is still safely secured on his head. He's got a strap underneath. There's his pistol. His telephone box there. There's a telephone right there, tucked in between his arms. Nice holster. Those big Hall of Fame hands. And the Hall of Fame hands were just awesome. Get you a side shot here of our Airborne Police's side panel. Side story here. Really cool. Here's our Battle of the Bulge soldier. Limited edition collector's special. Once again, there's the exclusive collector's edition foil number. Seal there. This was another cool figure. I bought this from a collector during the Christmas season. Oh my goodness, probably maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, about 7 or 8 years ago. Didn't have this guy. Was looking for this guy. And truth be told, some of these guys I just didn't know existed because once again, you know, G.I. Joe at that point, I was trying to buy up all the G.I. Joes, and you know, they had ones that were just out and you're looking for everything. There's so many out there, guys. There's so many out there. And I didn't know about this guy, the Battle of the Bulge soldier. And found this through a collector, and he gave me a really good price on this guy. And all these guys are still available. You can still find these guys. There's my Battle of the Bulge. Get you a blown out shot there of him. Guys, just hanging out down here in our museum collection, checking out all of our awesome G.I. Joes. This is a beautiful, you know, I need to do more of these exhibits, and we promised that we'd be doing more of these exhibits because, you know, to see all these guys together like this is really cool. Really cool. So I appreciate our viewership, our subscribers. Here's our G.I. Joe dress Moraine. Limited edition collector special. 1996. And here's our dress Moraine. American flag right there. Let's get you a blown out shot of him. Just awesome. This is another G.I. Joe that I purchased from a collector. Because once again, I just had no knowledge of this guy. And this was years ago. I didn't realize so many 1996 exclusive limited edition 1996 G.I. Joes were released at that time period. You see, he's still locked in there pretty good. Got a sword right there. Dress uniform is beautiful. He's got his rifle right behind him there. And this one particular G.I. Joe came with a base. So he came with a base you could actually stand him on. Guys, what do you think of our 1996 G.I. Joe limited edition exhibit tour? Are you looking for some of these guys? Do you have some of these guys? These guys aren't too hard to, once again, some of these guys aren't too hard to find. Some of them have been noted as being difficult in locating. Once again, it depends on what you are looking for. You know, condition. Are you looking to make sure that these guys are sealed? Are you looking for these guys as far as just loose figures? You can find all of that. I'm sure you definitely can find these guys loose. Now, getting them with all of their equipment like this would be kind of tricky, but doable. They're out there, guys. They're definitely out there. Here's our action pilot, another cool one. I did a video on the four: the action pilot, the action Marine, the sailor, and soldier, and we did that months ago. I guess a viewer must have saw us do the four, you know, the video on the four, this action sailor, Marine, soldier, and pilot, and say, you know what, I wonder if M.I.B has all of the 1996 collection. So I think that's probably what happened. But guys, you ask and we'll do it. You can see there's a side panel here on the fifth panel here of the action pilot's history information. And this was a Target exclusive back in 1996. There's his hat. Beautifully done. Here's our action soldier. Get a shot here. Just working our way down, guys. You can see. Come a long way. Down here to the action soldier. His knife right there. Machine gun on the side. Helmet. Pouches for his belt. More grenades. Beautiful dog tags. As you can see, still sealed. This is these were the sets that drove collectors crazy back in 95/1996. They were selling these guys, and regionally, some were sold in certain regions of the country, and others just simply weren't, from what I'm being told by certain collectors, and it was just driving people crazy. So you really had to be really on top of your game if you were going to be collecting these guys, and really willing to travel a little bit from store to store, from location to location, from different regions, because it was going to be difficult to try to locate some of these guys and get them all as a set. And in some cases they were being sold, and you could get them from stores as a set, but the problem is, one person might get two of the action Marines or the action soldiers. Now, how do you complete your set if they have exhausted their supply of action soldiers? And that's the one you're missing, or you're missing the action pilot. So a lot of that went into trying to figure out how to get all these guys, and that was the key. And here's our Army general, which made it fun too, and we missed that, especially with the closing of Toys R Us, which was a huge carrier of the Gijoe 12-inch figures from its reinstatement, period back from 1991 all the way up until 2004, 2005. So, and it was just it's gonna be sadly missed with Toys R Us, because that was definitely a place you could go and locate a lot of your guys. But like this beautiful Army general. This was purchased from another collector, because I wanted to make sure I had my entire 1996 collection. Just insert here. This was a difficult one to find, and I found this guy about maybe oh my goodness, I want to say about 15, 16 years ago. So he's been in our museum collection for about 15, 16 years. Here's those dreaded rubber bands once again, which does absolutely nothing. You can see his helmet is quite strapped on, and that was just for extra support of the helmet, I guess, when they're shipping and moving these guys around a lot. But our Army general helmet was quite secure, as you can see. Got his beautiful jacket on, dog tags, and he came with a nice tie, brown shirt, pistol, holster, canteen, boots. He's locked in pretty good. There's his telephone box here, communications pack. There's a phone right there. This is another one of my favorites. Another cool one. I guess because this Army general was so hard to find. It's very difficult. Very difficult to locate. So I guess that's why he was, the thrill of the hunt, but just the sheer frustration and then joy of finding this guy, having to jump through all the hoops and go through the whole process of locating. A lot of phone calls, a lot of using the internet, talking to different collectors, but we were able to locate this guy, and he's been with us for a long time now. Our Army general. Here's our Action Marine, individually numbered. Another cool one from that first 4 that we did the video on. And I think he has one of the coolest outfits. This camouflage is really cool. You can see this little thing came off. He's still locked in though. His rifle, grenades, canteen over there on the side. Got his H harness on there. Dog tags. There's his cloth cap up there. There's some pouches for his belt. And here's our action sailor. He's so far down, and bring him a little front and center here. Get you a blown out shot of our action sailor. Really cool. Just another beautiful figure. Sailor's outfit on. There's his patch. pistol, rifle, as you can see, shoes. And this, he came with socks, which is really cool. It's very thoughtful of Hasbro to put socks on these guys. I mean, they spared no expense. Here's his duffel bag on the side here. Hasbro spared no expense in producing these figures. And if they were going to be this limited, you know, and sought after, and these guys were pricey back then, and I think they should have made them with all this, you know, with all this gear and accessories. And you think about it, these figures were coming with a lot of little accessories and weapons and stuff to be, you know, but they were box figures. They were box figures, but the size of the box, you know, these guys weren't packed in big boxes, as you can see. Looking all the way down. Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out with us today, and we take requests. If there's anything that you want to see from the museum, from our museum collection, that you haven't seen or you need a better look at, you want to see different, more exhibits, then let us know. That's what we do. Like I said, we enjoy the requests because we're here for you guys. This is the part we really enjoy, reaching out to you guys and fielding these questions and these requests. And that's what we think really, we try to set our channel apart from other channels in that regard, of really trying to get a connection with our subscribers and our viewership. So definitely let us know if there's stuff that you want to see. We may not have, or we have, but you haven't seen. You know, leave a comment underneath this video or other videos, and you can get in touch with us that way. Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out with us today and checking out our 1996 G.I. Joe limited edition figures review. You know the routine, guys. God bless. And keep collecting.